another edition of Doing It with Dish. I'm at Hammer and Hank's shop today. We're going to be tapping trees, collecting sap. The ultimate goal is to make some maple syrup. So what we're going to start with is kind of the steps to tap them trees. So they make bags like this. So what Hank does, he takes a little PVC pipe, puts some tape on it, and he puts it on his bag, securing that with a standard hose clamp. And that hangs on a manufactured spout that's tapped into the tree. You drill in, hammer this in, and then this PVC hangs on there. All your sap then drips down into the bag, and that bag is held onto here with that clamp, and it works really great. Now in the old days when I was a little kid, we made our own taps. We took dogwood like this, saw file, piece of wire, anything. And what we did is we popped the cork out of the inside of these. And then we hand augered into the maple tree, took our knife and just cleaned it up a little bit, and we tapped the spout into the tree. Then hang a jug off that, and that's how we did it long ago, before they have all the fancy stuff now. So the plan today is to get out, we'll get some trees tapped. Hank's already got a few tapped already, so we're going to collect some sap. So the best thing we're going to do now is get out there, jump on the old snow dog. We're going to go collect some sap and tap some trees. It's time to get after it. All right, let's tap a tree. This tree was tapped last year, marked right here where the hole was. So what we're going to do is we're going to move over and up a little bit. Drill bit 5/16. Always mark it so you know the right depth, and come in at a little bit of an angle. Take your little plastic tap. Just give us some light taps. Look at that. Already running. Oh, that's good. Take your bag. Now these are custom made bags with a custom made hanger. And we'll look at these a little later. And custom little top for it. This simply hangs on here. And the little cap goes on top. We're getting sap right now. I can hear it dripping in the bag. Won't be long. That's going to get filled up. All right, let's go to the next tree. of this here. Back at Hammered Hank's again today. We tapped the trees, collected the sap. Now it's time to boil it down. And he's got a really nice little setup here. So the first stage is a preheater. And that's heated by the smokestack off the wood stove. And right now that temperature is actually pretty warm. It's at 110 degrees. Then this trickles down into the secondary stage. It's got a little boil to it, and then from the secondary stage into the main pan. And that's right at 212 right now, boiling of course. And the whole process is to get rid of the water. What you want to be left with, of course, is the sugar, the syrup. So each stage helps in that process. Once this gets to the proper sugar content, it gets drained off, finished inside, just that little fine tuning, and then you got your syrup. Time to add some more of the good sap. Now the whole reason for the preheating is if you took cold sap and threw it right in your main pan, it quits boiling. It takes so long for that to come back up to a good boil. So if you warm it up at each stage, your main pan stays boiling. If you're going to test how much sugar is in your sap, little hydrometer, little quarter turn valve and a little drain. Yeah, it's not even floating yet, so I know for sure we got a ways to go yet. I'll pour this back in. Once the sugar content gets high out of the pan on the wood stove, it's brought in here. Now in this pot is 120 gallons of sap. That's how much has been boiled off already. And with the sugar content, we'll probably boil another gallon off. So this 4-gallon pot is going to end up with actually 3 gallons of finished syrup. So let's go to the next step. Let's filter this, and then we'll put it in a jar. Once we get that pot boiled down to about 3 gallons, it's going to get poured into here. And then it's going to get trickled down into the filter system. And this filter system actually has vacuum on it. Because if you've ever tried to strain a liquid that thick, it takes a long time. But going with this vacuum system saves a whole lot of time, so much easier.
This one is.
once it goes through here, it cools off. Before you can, that needs to be at about 180 degrees, and in comes the electric coffee pot. So you pour it in here, turn it on, and that'll keep that temperature at about 180.
No, so, but now you can kind of get them.
Okay, Tony, you should. I put in 25 before and I just put in 25, so that adds 50.
We don't have time for the movies. We're trying to save a patient's life here.
Which you need to can, right? So here's the finished product. All that work, all that sap ends up right there. Now, the stuff we make today isn't the end of it. All the sap bags out there are full. So it's back out, collect more sap, and this whole process starts all over again. Hope you enjoyed the short video on syrup making, and until next time, thanks for watching.